Video of that guy who was talking about some us men, we suffer in silence. There is so much we gotta hold in. No, women have been suffering in silence.
We have way more content telling us we're perfect as we are and that our problems are someone else's fault. We prefer to be validated in our dysfunction.
Do it. Like, I'm not hitting.
No, you know I hate it.
Get the door, man. Get out. Oh, what?
Confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
I catch your plate. Buy your own ticket.
So if there's no draining of the balls, there's no need for us to be involved.
Just get the door for yourself, like, for real. Get the door. Like, I'm not hitting.
No, you know I hate it.
Get the door, man. Get out. Oh, what? I bought her food and all that, man. She gonna do that? I'm a what? I'm not a bitch. I bought her food. I bought her drink. I'm like, well, man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Walk home.
Now, this has been happening for a while, but Gen Z men aren't playing. He straight up kicked her out, and a couple of other guys didn't kick him out, but this dude did. He's a little younger, right? They're not playing. They're not having it. What men tolerated for so long, nowadays, men are saying, no, I think not. I might not never. And I don't think it's okay, but I understand it, right? Because men don't want to face that. Men already know you're giving it to somebody. If that somebody isn't me, I'm the one spending.
Popping her off after she ain't give me none.
Say what? No, I ain't home. Stop by. No, I can't stop by no store.
I had a good time. Did you have fun?
Mm-hmm. Dry humping for 2 hours was cool.
I can come back tomorrow. You not trying to chill with me?
Man, I don't know, son. I don't know.
Why you acting like
Tail
that?
dips and mayonnaise.
Wait, what?
You ain't coming back, man. Damn.
Fuck you then.
Confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation about catching the flight. I catch your plate. Buy your own ticket. Make sure you want them cheeks.
Yeah.
Get your bag. I ain't get your bag. Here, your bag
I
right
came
there.
here with nothing. Are you serious?
Cool. Go. I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks.
Ladies, you have to understand, if a man flies you out, he's flying you out for some cheese. Especially if you're coming all the way across the country. Let me inform you for a second, right? I traveled to go get my son. It costed me more, almost the same price, to go from New York to LA, almost as much as it did to go from the Philippines to the US. So flights are expensive. I kind of understand why guys are acting like this. Like, what do you think? He doesn't want some buns?
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
What he means, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. You flew over 500 miles just to play games. You know, you knew he wanted to beat the Chiefs, but you want to act appalled. So if there's no draining of the balls, there's no need for us to be involved. You had your own agenda. Now it's time for you to play for your own flight itinerary. Hey, and I'm not saying he's right for tricking off his cash, but he is well within his rights to reserve them to not be taken fast. Yeah, y'all gotta stop this bull. I don't know what we want and what's on mind. Stop acting like you a fool and playing blind. But anyway, love, I mean, you just had the right game wrong, nigga. So my suggestion to you would be the same suggestion I give to the women who are bitter and been broken. Pick better.
Yeah, and that's what she was trying to do. right? He was trying to take advantage. You could hear it in their voice. That take advantage voice, like, I didn't know. You knew. You knew what he wanted. You shouldn't have got on that flight thinking you wasn't gonna give nothing up. Like, come on now. Guys aren't hearing it. And you can tell from the way she's dressed, she does this. And I'll tell you something. She's giving some guys the cheeks. I'm sure another man has flew her out and she gave it up. I repeat, I'm sure another man has did the same thing and got different results. So I'm sure he probably thought that as well. So you're not giving it to me. Who were you giving it to? Peace out.
Tripping. I don't know what she thinking, yo. Hey, look, just come on, get out the car. Like, come on.
Why would I do that? Why would I get out the car?
And I'm recording this, so you can't say I tried something, or
I'm
I
confused.
abused
Why
you
did
or
you
something
stop the
crazy
car?
like that.
Because we're in the middle of nowhere, and why do you want me to get out your vehicle? I'm confused.
Because this like, you're just talking like this ain't gonna work. Like, I can already see this ain't gonna work. So let's just say
we didn't even get a chance to really
entitlement.
Start
yeah,
bro.
yeah, but I mean, I see how you thinking, how you talking. You talking about celibacy and all this stuff. Like, then you give it to Pookie and Ray and all.
Okay,
like,
I get it.
Yeah.
You're
Jody,
mad. You're mad because I won't sleep with you. That's the
it's
problem.
not even that. It's the fact that, like, why are you playing games, right? That's
I'm
the
not
problem
playing
with
any
y'all.
games.
Y'all
I'm grown.
have
And
all these expectations.
Why did you talk about celibacy as soon as you got in the car? Men are not dumb. You pretty much told them you're being used and abused and you can't use me. And what he said is Jody and Pookie and Ray Ray was beating it to the third degree. How about me? That man is ashamed. You're trying to shame him on a ride home. That's what you're doing to the man. Let me throw some more shame in it. He spent $100 on my food. I can imagine what he's going through. That's a big girl too. That's a big girl, but he was thinking, I got this big girl. That thing may be good. You know, sometimes big girls got the ooshy squashy. He thought he was going to get some ooshy squashy.
I can choose to not have sex with you. I don't know you like that. I don't know what you have.
And that's fine.
Who's
I'm
having
clean,
sex
baby.
on the
I'm
first
clean.
date? Who the hell have you been dating?
I can show you my records, baby. You
Good.
want to compare
Well, that
records?
will make me not want to
But
date
that's
you
what I'm
even
saying,
more.
like,
That's
you
all
know-
that you're doing is taking women out and having sex with them.
It's just not gonna work. Like, let's save
Yes.
your time.
If
Let's
it's not
save
gonna
my
work,
time.
sweetheart, just go ahead and take me home.
No.
No.
That's what we're not gonna do. Like, I don't even want to be around you no more. Like, this energy that you're giving out. Like,
Yup.
all of y'all
Why-
are the same.
why did you mention celibacy?
Sir, get back in the vehicle
She's probably
and
through
take
it
me
for-
home. It's just
You
that
don't
simple.
run nothing around here.
Sweetheart,
Get
I
out.
was
Let's
raised
stop playing.
different, and obviously you
I
may
can
not
tell
have
you
been
raised
raised the
different.
way
Like,
that I
that's
was raised.
terrible.
I was always told that if a man can come and get you, he can take you back home.
Well, this man's gonna leave you right here. All right?
No, you're
This is a
not.
different
Go
type of
ahead
man.
and
This
take
is
me
a
home.
different day.
You're
I don't
doing
know
too
who
much.
raised you back
You're
in
mad because I won't have
in the
sex with
50s
you.
or whatever. No,
If
it
sex
ain't
is
about
all
that.
that it is, oh yeah, I have no
Why I
problem
gotta pay
with
top
being
dollar
taken
when
home.
Jody get it for free? Huh?
What are you
Huh?
talking about?
You
That
already
was
know
when
what
I
I'm
was
talking
younger.
about.
Who
No,
don't
no.
have sex when they're young? They're still
We're adults
learning and
now, right? We're
understanding
adults.
themselves.
No. Get out the car.
I'm
We
not
gonna do
doing
this.
it. I'm
Like,
not getting out the car.
I
Bro.
ain't
You
got
are
time for
doing
this.
too much.
Like, y'all,
You need to
it
take
just don't
me
make no
home.
sense how y'all be acting.
And you sitting
Like,
up here
I'm so
recording me and
tired.
stuff.
Yeah, so
like
you
that's
can't
gonna
say.
help
You already know how y'all
All
do.
you're gonna do
Y'all
is
quick
cause
to be like,
yourself
oh
to
my
not get
God.
any
Like,
more dates with anybody else.
you crazy. I'm the man.
You
What
don't
you
even look
talking
all
about?
that anyway.
Like, what?
I'm surprised that I got in the car with you. Let me explain to you why.
Look
because
at this.
of the way
Look
that you
at
are
this
dressed
outfit,
with your
folks.
equate shirt on and great value sneakers.
No,
like
you know
got
what?
to be
Absolutely
kidding me.
not. Get the
At
fuck out of the car, y'all.
No, I'm not.
Look like you look how you
Take
coming
me
out from this
home.
circus. Look at all these
I
colors.
look good.
Are you-
I look good. When
Real
I
question,
walk out
are
the
you
door, I
colorblind?
turn
Who
heads.
told you you look good? Yeah,
Okay?
you turn heads
People
all
were
right.
checking
Looking like an
for
escape
me,
circus animal.
but
Yeah,
nobody's
get out the
checking
car.
for you,
Get out the
baby.
car.
Go ahead and take me home. It's
We
show
not,
me
yo,
out the
get
car.
out the car.
I don't have
Get
time
out the
to play.
car. Like, no, stop playing
The
these
date
games.
is over.
You're an independent
The date
woman,
is
right?
over. Take me home.
Independently get yourself
The date
out
is
the
over.
car.
Take me home.
And yeah,
Just
you
cut the
it's
call.
over. It's
You
done.
call her
I ain't
Uber.
talking to you ever again.
You got
Delete my
money
number,
issues.
lose my
Was your
phone,
mommy not
block
nice
me
to
on
you?
Instagram.
Did she hurt your feelings? Did she not feed you? What's the deal?
Come out looking like a clown with all this face paint
Oh,
on.
stop.
And then
And my
y'all got
issue
these
is that y'all men
expectations.
always tend to think that just because you're going to buy a meal for a female,
It ain't even
that she's
about
just
that.
supposed to open her legs for you.
We're adults here. What are you doing? What are do you want? That's
I
the
want
goal.
you to be a grown-up, and I want you
That's
to be
what men
respectful,
want.
but yet
Men
you don't
want
know
to
how to
have
do that.
sex.
So don't worry
Yeah,
about it,
yeah,
honey.
get out the car.
I believe
Get out
in
the car.
calling Ubers
Yes,
to be able to solve my own
Go
problem.
talk
I will
about
get
that over there.
myself
Step
home.
back.
Goodbye.
Step back from the car. Don't accidentally get hit by the car.
Man.
You book her a flight, and she ain't give you none.
What is you still doing on my property?
What do you mean?
What is you still doing on my property? Here go your stuff, huh?
Bro, what? I just got here. Why are you giving me my stuff?
What you mean? Why I'm giving you your stuff? Because I booked you a flight for nothing.
What you mean you booked me a flight for nothing?
I booked you a flight for nothing. You're not trying to let me hit or nothing. Why you come all the way out here if you ain't trying to let me hit?
So you brought me out here basically because you was trying to say.
Duh. What you mean? I'm a nigga. If a nigga book a girl a flight, you don't think I'm supposed to want to hit?
So
Like, what you think I'm supposed to do?
what's all that you was texting me talking about you was wanting to take me out and we was gonna have a good time and all of that. What happened to that?
Of course, that's what I'm gonna say, man. That's what all the stuff I'm gonna say to get you out here. And I booked your flight for nothing.
What?
You're not trying to do nothing.
What?
You just want to sit in the house. I even cooked you food.
I just got here. I'm not about to go back. I'm not about to catch another flight right now. I'm gonna
And
tell
I
you
want
that.
that little 225 that I spent on your ticket too, man. You gotta go.
You is tripping. Give me my stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going back in the house.
Cause you think you about to finesse me like
Nah.
you supposed to come out here and I'm supposed to pay for your shoes, pay for your hair, pay for your flight. Nah, this ain't that, man.
What?
You came to Florida for nothing, baby. Cause I ain't that nigga.
So how am I supposed to get to the airport?
Man, that's on you. Figure it out. My nigga, just like how you figured out that you weren't trying to let me hit. Figure that out. Catch an Uber or something. Get off my property, man.
What?
Get off my property before I call the police.
You is crazy.
Look at what a man said in the comments. I don't agree. He had to lie to get her there. That ain't player. He should have told her what it was before she came. Before, of course. But she should have knew, though. My man is talking like King Pookie. Well, his name is Damon. So if you see this man, I'm not trying to, but still, he's right. She should have knew. I don't agree with it either. But when a man flies you out, he wants to clap some cheeks. I don't agree at all. I believe in getting married to the one you want to clap. But these ladies are so far removed. So where men are coming from, I kind of understand. They can't get married to these girls. And him not hitting, she's giving it to somebody. And one thing, did you guys notice that inflection on the voice when he said, "Oh, you're not giving it to me," he got mad? She sounded like she wanted to give him some. Right, didn't she? She sounded like, "Oh, you blacked out just like the last guy did too and gave some." Pulled a card. He probably got lucky after that. Don't sleep, guys. That's what's most likely happening. But this is what guys are doing. For situations like that, guys are doing this.
Says, do you notice that men are no longer persuasive? Once they take you out on a date and you say no, that's it. With a little frustrated emoji.
Happen? What did that guy just do? And what are those guys doing? Right? They're kind of demanding it. Sometimes the lady goes, "Okay, I'll give it to you." Because they're 304 and they're going to go and they're being tested. It didn't work those times, but it may work later. Sad, but true.
And guy replies, top comment, "If I want to play games, I got a PlayStation." Oh, that's great.
That's true.
Done. Well done from this guy. Yeah, you know what, man? If a girl's not interested, either do your own thing, focus on your own goals, your own purpose, or your PlayStation. Better things to do than try to chase women these days. Ladies out there, a lot of guys are also worried about the whole Me Too movement, allegations, and being labeled a creep. Women throw around the word creep for men so often these days that if a girl says no, yeah, leave her alone.
Yeah, that's what men are doing.
For you to be like, oh, she's real serious about it. Once. They say no, bro, I'm out. Twice. I'm not like, I don't want to push it. But no mean no. You say no once, I'm good.
She gonna have to call the cops, man.
Man. Back in the day, I pushed. But now, I don't expect no man to push. You push, you deserve to be behind bars. These girls are telling.
Video of that guy who was talking about some us men, we suffer in silence. There is so much we gotta hold in. No, women have been suffering in silence. We've been hearing decades of men talking about how they want a woman to do this. They want women who do that. Y'all done made a million podcasts telling all y'all feelings. Telling how y'all feel about women. How y'all feel about everything. Y'all ain't suffering in silence. Y'all been suffering in loudness. Okay? Y'all been suffering in loudness. Y'all been loud for a very long time. You know who's suffering in silence? Them wives, them girlfriends. They the ones who feeling some kind of way because y'all cheating. They gotta go through y'all phones. They gotta do all of this, but they trying to make it seem like y'all relationship is so great when really she's suffering. Really, she's suffering being with you. Really, you're a burden to deal with. You're a burden of a person to be with. The women have been suffering in silence. Y'all been so vocal over the last few years, especially with the rise of podcasts. Y'all have been so vocal. There was no way y'all suffering in silence because every freaking video that I seen was a man on the podcast saying this about women, a man saying that, a man saying this, whoever, right? Y'all have had enough time to speak. It's time for the women to start speaking about the truth and them to stop suffering in silence because y'all have not been suffering in silence. Y'all been very loud, a little too loud.
Wow. Probably for the last decade, but decades? No. She fixed it by saying a couple of years because it's really been loud for like 5 years. But it's been about 10 years, maybe 15 years. But for the 15 years, though, for 5 years of that, it was quiet, right? It was mostly in barbershops. But no. Ladies have content everywhere. Even you turn on Oprah, right? You find Oprah doing talk shows. You find other talk shows. You find different programs about it, right? If you watch World Star Hip Hop, not World Star Hip Hop, but if you watch Love and Hip Hop, it's kind of talking about it, what men are doing. And what they're blaming on all men is what Pookie and Ray Ray are doing. We always take the blame for them. That's why the guy mentioned it when he talked about you giving it to this guy. Didn't he say that? You giving it to Pookie, Ray Ray? And what he said? And Jody. He said Jody. You giving it to Jody. That's what's happening. But I'll let this lady tell it.
Right now, and I want to share something I've been realizing about why men seem to be getting better while most women are struggling more. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Men have all these platforms teaching them accountability and how to level up. But when I look at what we as women are consuming, it honestly made me realize something important. Men have podcasts like Fresh and Fit and Jocko podcast teaching discipline, Jordan Peterson teaching accountability, David Goggins teaching mental toughness, and there's so many more. They're consuming content that pushes them to build themselves up and take responsibility. But I started noticing what we as women are consuming. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Call Her Daddy, Girls Gotta Eat, Real Housewives, Love Island, and there's just so many more. And I realized this content is programming us to create more drama, feel more entitled, and expect things without bringing anything valuable ourselves. I see influencers like Shira7, Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle, teaching manipulation tactics, and others like Ari Keitsia, if that's how you say it, promoting OnlyFans culture, teaching us that our value comes from our sexuality instead of building actual skills or character. So we have reality TV teaching us drama, podcasts teaching us entitlement, and influencers teaching us toxic behaviors. While men are learning discipline, accountability, and how to build real value. I think the reason men don't consume this toxic content is because they don't tolerate drama. But we as women tend to be more drawn to emotional and social content. which makes us more susceptible to this programming. And the media industry knows this and exploits it. And here's what I've noticed. Whenever a woman tries to hold other women accountable, we get defensive and attack her for it. I keep seeing comments saying, this applies to men too, and although you're right, here's what I've observed. Men seem more willing to consume content that challenges them, while we gravitate toward content that validates us. The accountability content for women exists, but we're less likely to engage with it positively. When women try to help other women grow, we often get called pick me or accused of having internalized misogyny. Men have an entire ecosystem telling them to take responsibility and work harder, and they listen. We have way more content telling us we're perfect as we are and that our problems are someone else's fault. I've realized that most of us don't want to be challenged. We prefer to be validated in our dysfunction. Meanwhile, men are embracing tough love and actually improving themselves. Men are consuming content that makes them better. We're consuming content that makes us worse. And then we wonder why there's such a disconnect. If we want better relationships and lives, we need to start consuming content that challenges us to grow, not content that validates our worst behaviors.
And that's what's happening. They're getting validation content. That's all they want. Itching ears, right? And they said that too about the Bible. In the last days, you will have people that are saying good things. And those are going to be the ones that are so far from the truth. If they don't stick to the law and the testimonies, don't listen to it. And so many people are preaching about what you can get from God. It's sad. But this is the same thing. And they don't see it. Men are getting disciplined. Ladies are getting, here's a pillow. It should be easy for you. Oh, don't worry about it if you're a little fat. You'll be okay. Everybody's a dime. Ruining themselves, man. It's wild. It's only getting worse.
That we're going to live together. I'm not gonna lie, being alone in your house for years and years, it's just like, I don't know, it just feels a little dreading and miserable and boring. Not saying like having a roommate is like the best thing in the world. Nobody wants to live with anybody. But I don't know. It's like I'm getting older and older, and it's like I don't feel like being in the house by myself. It's hella quiet. It's hella boring. I want to like pop up in my best friend room and just be like, hey bitch, what you doing? Living with people is not for everybody. You know, people who already have kids and a boyfriend or whatever. If you're single with no kids and no man, like, you just are by yourself all the time. I was really loving it like the first few years, but then it just started to feel really dwelling, like the more and more years that started to pass by. I thought I would have a husband and kids by now. That didn't happen. You know, everything in its own time. Just feel like it would be a new journey, just something new. Instead of just, because I keep moving to city to city, and I can't keep doing that. But I gotta switch it up somehow, do different things.
One of the biggest pieces of advice I can give anyone is move into an apartment complex that is within walking distance to your bestie. Brownie points if you and your bestie live in the same apartment complex. There's nothing like wanting to see your homegirl or your homeboy and knowing it's a 2-minute walk. When I moved to Florida, first time living in Florida too, by the way, I met a girl. We found out that we lived in the apartment complexes right across from each other. And then we developed this insane bond. Now that's my sister. She's going to be in my wedding. Hey, Lily, if you're watching this video. I would walk to her apartment all the time. What are you doing? Cooking. Okay, I'm coming over. Exactly that. My new apartment complex is literally right next to my best friend from college's apartment complex. I told her, I was like, I can't wait to just come walk to your place. Open up, I'm here. I'm going to give her an unlimited key to my place. Whenever she wants to come over, she can. Live as close to your besties as you can.
They're like that because they're lonely, right? They chase their career and they're lonely. But this is what happens. This is the aftermath of all of that friendliness. This always happens.
Never, ever, ever live with someone that you were friends with before y'all moved in together. I'm sorry, I don't care how much you love that person. I don't care if they're your bestest friend in the entire world. Just because y'all are good together as friends does not mean you will be good together as roommates. Being a good roommate requires establishing boundaries. The reality is a lot of you do not know how to establish boundaries in your friendships, let alone in a living situation. And living together really requires a lot of communication, boundary setting, etc., etc. Living with your best friend, living with your friend is the fastest way to lose them as a friend. I'm not just saying this because it's my opinion from thin air. This is something that I never learned the hard way, thankfully, but it's
And this can also happen being too close. When someone's right there, it's like, every time I get some time, like me, I like a lot of time to myself. I couldn't have somebody just coming over my house any given time. Like, I didn't grow up with you. You're not my family. I love you, but I love you from a distance. I guess because I'm a man. I don't know. What do I know?
something that I saw time and time and time again at multiple different steps in my life. People that came in that were best friends, bestest friends, and then they left not talking to each other. And I'm not saying that there aren't any friends that I saw living together that stayed friends. That's not, just because there's a rule doesn't mean there are never exceptions. But do you really want to find out if you were the rule or the exception?
It's not all men, but it's always men. Continues to stare back. Like, you probably not even, nobody's even there. I'm sure nobody's even there. The little girl crying wolf just to be heard on the internet couldn't show proof, so let me show myself. They'll never stop.